we're going to be looking at the safety features of cars, and in particular how seatbelts, airbags and crumple zones reduce the impact forces in accidents. Seatbelts provide a restraining force on the driver or passengers in a car. That means the force is acting in the opposite direction to their motion, and this prevents them from continuing to move forward, and so prevents collision with the steering wheel or the windscreen. The seatbelt also stretches slightly, and this increases the time or the distance it takes to stop. As a result, this reduces the deceleration of the driver and passengers, and this is because v, the final velocity, is 0, u was the initial velocity of the driver and passengers, and so that's fixed. So to reduce the deceleration, you need to increase the time taken to stop. And because F equals ma, the resultant force acting on the driver and passenger reduces. That means the impact forces acting on them is less, which is safer. Also, the width of the seatbelt increases the area of contact with the driver and passengers, and as a result this reduces the pressure acting on them due to the impact forces. An airbag is triggered when the accelerometer, which is a sensor, detects the large deceleration from a collision, and so the airbag inflates instantly, preventing the driver or passengers colliding with the steering wheel or windscreen. The cushion of the airbag increases the time of impact, or the time it takes for the driver passengers to stop, and so this will reduce the deceleration of the driver and passengers, and hence reduces the impact forces acting on them. Also, the large area of the airbag will reduce the pressure that acts on them due to the impact forces. Crumple zone, which is in the front of the car, deforms in a controlled way during a collision, and this absorbs energy from the collision, so there's less energy transferred to the driver and passengers in the car. The controlled deformation results in an increase in the time or the distance the driver and passengers stop, and so this reduces their deceleration and hence the forces of impact. So seatbelts, airbags and crumple zones all increase the time or distance it takes for the driver and passengers to stop, and so reduces the deceleration and hence the forces of impact, which makes it safer for the driver and passengers.